You're hurting my arm.
Break the bloody neck.
Stop that.
Stay still and listen to me.
I
Shut up.
don't want to talk to you.
You don't have to talk. You gotta listen.
I don't want to listen.
Now, the two lovebirds are Robin got. One of them's dead, and we both know the other one's gonna die. This is part of the scheme inside this warped mind of yours.
I don't know what you're talking
We
about.
both know what I'm talking about. Listen to me.
I don't want to listen to you.
You better listen, lady. Now, you paid someone to terrorize my family. So you better call off this housebreaking friend of yours. And I'll tell you what, you better get control of your behavior over this obsession inside your evil mind and get out of our lives. Because if you don't, I'm gonna kill you myself. Do you understand me? Do you hear me? I will kill you myself.
I think you've been on your feet long enough.
Yes. I'm tired. Oh, this fatigue goes very deep.
I know. I'm sorry I had to tell you what went on between Duke and Olivia. I always hate upsetting you, my darling.
I know. Oh. I ask too much of you.
Never. And now I would like to ask you a favor.
Uh-oh. I'm in trouble, huh? What is it?
Let me tell Duke what you and I suspect.
You want to tell Duke that you and I suspect my daughter of being involved in the death of her own brother?
I just think it's going to upset you too much to tell him. With your heart, you can't afford big situations. You should have some peace and quiet in your life now. Please, let me tell him.
I think I owe Duke this one last duty. He and Julian had formed a bond between them. They were good and true friends. If he should be even close to wanting to kill Olivia now. No, Demetra, this I must do. Even now, I'm worried about his threat.
I know.
Where you can help me the most is finding out more. Not just about Olivia and Julian. See if you can find out what Duke's next move is going to be. The final punishment of my daughter is in my hands, and my hands only.
Robert, you told Annie you'd be here 2 hours ago.
Have you been waiting here that long?
You ever level with that woman?
There's a simple explanation.
I'd sooner hear the explanation as to why you continue to allow Olivia Jerome to terrorize your family.
Again, I told Olivia if she was anywhere near Anna or Robin, I will personally kill her.
You think that a woman like that's going to respond to threats? Anyone that'll go to the trouble of faking a pregnancy to get the man she wants isn't going to give up easily. I might add, anyone that would go to the trouble of giving a young child 2 birds in a cage and then saying if one dies, the other will follow has got to be as mad as a meat axe. But then again, you knew what would happen all along,
There
didn't
was no sign that anyone broke into my house.
I'll check into that. I have people that can tell me if the alarm was tampered with or not. Now, I realize that Anna's going to have your child. But I intend to see that both she and Robin are protected from all of your mob connections, male or female. Anna,
Anna. Oh, you ever think about is my wife?
Has nothing to do with your wife. It has to do with my child. And my child's safety is my responsibility. That's why I want her out of your house. I won't do it tonight because it'll just upset Anna. First thing in the morning, she comes with me.
Do I tell Anna why?
That's your problem. I haven't had a pleasant encounter with him for years. However, it was nothing compared to the one I had earlier.
Duke?
I guess you knew that's where I was headed.
I had a pretty good idea.
You know, I think someone did get into the Lavery household. He may not be able to get Anna out, but I can do something about my daughter.
You want to get Anna out?
If I can.
I thought that just last week you told me that you were going to stay out of their lives.
Well, things are a little different now. But there's not much I can do about Anna.
Well, she is married to Duke, and considering the fact that she's pregnant, I'd say they're pretty happily married.
Yeah. I got to stay out of that area. You're right. You know something?
What?
I'd much prefer to spend the entire evening alone with you. Let's get out of here.
Great.
No point in leaving this.
Sorry for all the trouble I've caused you and your mummy. I love you both so very, very much. I'm so sorry for what's happened with the other lovebirds. And how much they mean to you. Such terrible things shouldn't happen to such a pretty little thing. Something you're gonna like. Tomorrow, your daddy's gonna take you away for a couple of days. We'll stay with him for a while. It's better, really. You know, he's right. It won't be for long. Pretty soon you'll be back home and there'll be you, me, your mummy. There'll be baby with you, too. Back soon.
Today, I know that, but I don't understand how Robert is using Robin to get closer to Anna.
Anna is on Robert's mind almost all the time lately.
Don't you think you're just imagining that?
Not when he calls her name out in his sleep.
He did that?
Last night.
Well, so he has a dream about his ex-wife. So what? That doesn't mean he's going to go rushing into her arms or anything. Besides, I don't think Anna would have him. She's very happily married to Duke. I can't believe you're that threatened by this.
Oh, come on. You'd be threatened by it, too.
I beg to differ. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. You've got to get your mind off of Robert and Anna and onto something else.
Great. I'd love to. Tell me how.
Well, I think it's staring you right in the face. I mean, instead of sitting here worrying about Anna, why don't you think about how Robin moving in with Robert could help you?
Tiffany, I am not going to use that little girl.
I know that. I'm not suggesting you do. I'm just suggesting that when Robin moves in, that's a good opportunity for you to kind of work your way into Robert's life more. I mean, he's never been a full-time father, has he? He's going to need a little help. And who's he going to turn to? He's going to turn to you.
He already has.
See? It's working already. Unless you don't want to be called Mom.
No, I'd love that.
Well, then you shouldn't be afraid to let Robert know it. You should tell him all the time. Now, stop all this nonsense. I'm the one that has a real problem, not you. I got to go find out how Colton's going to get himself out of this mess. Okay? Goodbye.
Bye.